Good afternoon, everybody. Dr. V here. This is my patient, Mr. K, and he is going to speak to you about his nose and his new nose prosthesis and how his nose came to be the way it is and what he feels this nose prosthesis will do to help improve his quality of life and allow him to get back out into society. Mr. K, take it away. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Well, actually, back at the start, this was occurred after a cancer, squamous cell nasal and sinus
I'm
cancer,
going to take this off so you can see his nose.
and created quite a big hole, which took many years to heal. And the way it made me feel was I didn't really want to go out at all or see, any people, especially meet new people. So.
And you were a nurse anesthetist,
Yeah,
right? You worked in the hospital?
I actually had to retire because of that,
Okay.
but
all right.
for other reasons too. But yeah, I had to leave work, which I liked. I didn't want to. So I just really didn't want to go out. So I
So
had this smaller prosthesis made up, which I never really caught on to. I never really liked, because it didn't really cover, after all the plastic surgery. It kind of just looks like a plug there. It doesn't really give me a good nose
Right.
shape.
Right.
So, and I came to you, and we went through this process, and you made up this beautiful
Prosthesis.
nose.
Right. So
for
now
me.
let me ask you, when we did this process to make this prosthesis, was it at all invasive? Did I put material on your face? Did I, squirt any material on your face?
No, other than the alcohol, there was absolutely nothing.
And by alcohol, he
No.
means the alcohol swabs to
Right.
clean.
Yeah.
So the impressions that I made, I did them all digitally with computers and
That's
stuff.
correct.
Yes.
There was no pain, nothing
never-
uncomfortable.
You never felt claustrophobic or
No,
like you couldn't
no.
breathe or anything?
No, not at all.
Not at all. So the procedure I do is I digitally scan the patient's head from ear to ear so that I have one global scan that tells me where all the facial structures are. And then I do a second scan which captures the defect in certain areas of the face so that I can superimpose one scan on top of the other. And then with my technician and engineer, we digitally sculpt the prosthesis. So today we're going to deliver Mr. K's prosthesis, and this prosthesis will act as his new nose and hopefully allow him to enjoy a better life. Can you put your head all the way back?
Mhm.
Good. Let me just...
And,
Can you breathe through the nose?
Just fine, yes.
And here we have your nose. You can sit forward again. What do you think? Look in the mirror.
Oh, I think it's like night and day.
Does it look like your original nose? The same shape almost?
It really does. Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit bigger, but
It's a little bit bigger
it's been
because
4 years.
I
so-
had to go over the remnant nose.
Right.
I couldn't just give you a prosthetic nose. It had to go over the remnant nose. Put your head back for a second. I'm not quite sure we're totally put back. Turn towards me. Just want to make sure we're down on this one. There we go. we have to sit on top of the remnant nose.
Right.
So, you know, that in itself makes the nose look a little bit larger. And we'll put the glasses on. What do you think?
Oh yeah, yeah, much better. I think I feel much better about going out.
Yeah, going out. Unfortunately, in the world of COVID, we have to wear a face mask, so nobody's
Yeah.
gonna see his beautiful new nose. But look at the difference.
Yeah, it's quite a difference.
Put some hair down here to cover that,
Yeah,
that a little bit.
and until I figure out what to do with this hair, I'm gonna be wearing hats anyway.
So now he'll go to his eye doctor and have his glasses, because we made the nose as close as we could, but with the fact that I have to go over the remnant nose, it's a little wider than his defect nose, so his ophthalmologist or optometrist will adjust the nose flaps so that the glasses sit a little lower.
Right.
In fact, maybe I can push them out just a little bit more. I just don't want to interfere with your vision. So this nose is adhesive retained. We put the adhesive on before we made this film. Mr. K has been using this plug for a while, so he knows how to do the adhesive. But every night when he peels this off, he has to roll the adhesive off, clean the nose with soap and water, and then reapply the layers of adhesive. You put one layer on, let it dry, put the second layer on, put it on the nightstand, go to bed. In the morning, it's ready to go when he washes his face. So what I would suggest to you is in the morning, try putting it on without adhesive, just so you figure out the path of insertion.
Okay.
Not that it's a little twisted, because once the glue is on, it's hard to adjust it.
Right.
So do that, and then when you feel comfortable, put the glue on, and then the nose goes on.
Okay.
Okay? So do you think this is gonna help you go out to dinner and
Oh,
enjoy
yeah.
friends and stuff?
Oh yeah, I think so. Especially meeting people for the first
For
time.
the first time, yeah, yeah.
I usually shy away from that, but it's gonna make a big difference.
Good, I'm so glad you're happy.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Our pleasure, our pleasure. Thank you.